Hey, what's up, guys? This is Rapid Fills here. Today I'm bringing you another trade recap. I had some time, so I thought it's going to be a good idea. Uh, as always, I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not a money manager. Everything I say in the video is for me and for educational purposes only. That being said, uh, first of all, if you not follow me on Twitter, go ahead, follow me on Twitter at Rapid Fills. I post a lot of my charts, entries, and exits, and all that stuff. Now that is out of the way, let's start with going into AMC. AMC, again, let's do the top down, right? We always start from the daily chart. So in March, it looks like it had a run and then slammed back down. Today, again, it's having a run, or this week is having a run. And what it seems like, it got a super squeeze here. So you can see a lot of people are buying it here, and then kind of break out, and then it gap down, and then all of a sudden it just, you can see a supernova candle on a lot of volume, and this just tells me this is a squeeze, right? And then the next day, which is yesterday, Monday, it had like, it ramped up all the way from 24 all the way to 28, and then slammed back down. It closed as a doji. So when a stock does something like this, tells me that maybe it's hitting either one resistance, right? So either it's hitting a resistance, or it's hitting, or there is no more buyers. Pretty much it dried off. So if you didn't see my chart from yesterday, go to my Twitter, you will see it. And let me put this on silent. And today, this is my trade on it. Pretty much, I gap down. Now we have a lot of bag holders up there. This thing started moving higher. I started getting short, and then this thing kind of came back, washed, new low, and then it bounced, and then it came back down, and then it got bought back up, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna lock some in because this might bounce. Locked in, turned around, and I re-added right away, and the reason being is I thought it wasn't done. So I added my cover, lowered my average, but I was happy with it. And then it came all the way down and it started extending on a higher volume. I covered some, and then this thing was bouncing back up. I shorted, and then here, when I realized I'm actually late for an appointment, I had to go, so I covered most of it right here, and I left a little bit open. Otherwise I would have covered here. It didn't happen, so I covered when it started reclaiming again, and sure enough, this thing just didn't do anything from there. So I ended up getting a nice in and out overall on it. So I posted that chart on, here we go, on Twitter. So you can see here, I shorted the top, and then this is when it got bought back up, and then I added, and then I got my cover, and then this is where I thought it's reclaiming, so I covered most of it, and then when it came back, it stopped out right here. My average was roughly, I think after this ad, it was somewhere here. Anyways, so that is that trade. Let's look at what else. APDN again. Let's go to the daily really quick. So this is the daily. Again, we have support and resistance. Looks like all these people that thought this is the bottom got dumped on, and this thing was selling and selling and selling, and now it's popping back up towards these highs. Now all these bag holders are now break even or a small loss. So what they want to do is sell. Sure enough, you can see here the 630s and 680s, it couldn't go through, which were the bigger volumes here, and it slammed. So it slammed yesterday pretty hard. So let's go to the 5-minute. You can see here, this is the chart, and this is the 630 and 680 right here, where it couldn't hold, right? So what happens is people bought this as a breakout, So now we have the back end. So the daily is a bearish chart, or it's the back side. And on intraday, which these people bought the breakout, and then it sold off, and now it's popping back towards these guys that they've been back holding the stock. Now this is the backside of the backside. If that makes sense, just let me know in the comment if that makes sense. Otherwise, I'll explain it a little bit better, or at least I'll get a stab at it. Anyways, this thing kind of came up, rejected, shorted. I was thinking maybe I will get somewhere into this zone. Did not. Squeezed on a PR. I was looking at it and then it slammed. I took my second position, and obviously I lowered my stop because I saw it weak, so it didn't make sense for me to risk a little bit higher than I supposed to. Anyway, so 6, lowered it. I added the difference of shares, and then this thing just did a fake breakout. I knew it was it, but sure enough, this thing did not really go red on the day, and it was really annoying. So what ended up happening is let's see what happened there. I ended up covering at the end of the day, so at the after hours. So you can see this is the slam, then this is the other one, this is the wick, and then I only covered here after hours, rest of my shares piece by piece, but did not give me that yesterday. The other one is HLBZ. All right, so this one ramping up yesterday. Today kind of was trending up and then got the kill candle going on a higher volume, and I thought maybe this is done, so I shorted some right there. Let's delete everything. So I shorted everything right there. Stop high a day, really tight. I was really happy with that. And then this is when it got bought back up off of the low day. So this is the low day, and then it got bought back up. I missed it. If I saw, I would have probably covered some, because this is an indication of a bounce on a higher volume at a support. I did not, and then this thing started trending a little bit higher, came back down. This is what it killed me, and it was putting this this consolidation at a support, and I was like, maybe this is done. So I had to cover the majority of my shares here. Well, maybe like 2/3 of my shares, a little bit over half. And then I was waiting patiently for this 163. So, and then I was waiting for 150s. So sure enough, I got my 160s and I got my 150s. We can go to, where did that browser go? Here we go. I posted it on Twitter. Whoop. Alright, so you can see here, and then when it started basing, I covered. This is already a nice play, and then I covered around 163, something like that, and then the 150s right there. Anyway, so that was it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and if you have any requests, just let me know. Again, when I have time, I'll make videos for you guys. And yeah, that being said, take it easy, and to the next one.